So the NSAS protest is still taking a different dimension on different days, and definitely we hope that the Nigerian government will yield and listen to the cry of the people. And what protesters actually did will make you laugh, because definitely, I believe you know there's a logo now for the NSAS protest. That is solidarity, putting your hands together, putting your fists together and raising them up. Yes, that is the logo for the NSAS protest. And guess what they did? There are some pictures that will put on the screen that you see that indeed Nigerians are not joking, because definitely they said one of the hotels, if you've really come across one of the very sophisticated and beautiful hotels in Lagos, Nigeria, is the Oriental Hotel. And this time around, you'll be shocked as to what the young Nigerians did at the Oriental Hotel, because they said it is allegedly owned by no other but Tinubu Jagaban. And it is so funny what they actually did. But all the same, more details will come to you guys shortly. But before then, ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And don't forget, this is Saffron Media, where we give you the best, the latest, the most authentic, reliable, and good happenings in Nigeria. So, my people, right here, it says that the protesters went to the Oriental Hotel. The NSAS protest are definitely taking a different and more sophisticated dimension, as protesters have resorted to using unconventional means to pass their message across to the powers that be. Having positioned themselves at Lekki toll gate for days now and causing serious traffic, the protesters have chosen to directly lay siege on structures that are reportedly owned by high-ranking politicians in the country. One of such structure is the Oriental Hotel, which is allegedly owned by the former governor of Lagos State and a chieftain of the ruling party, the All Progressive Congress (APC), Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The protesters made a projected reflection of the official sign of the EndSARS protest on the Oriental Hotel in Lagos, making it look like the hotel is in support of the EndSARS protest. Although the protesters have used unconventional means to make sure the protests stay alive. For one, most protesters brought dogs into the protest ground to ward off thugs and police officers. Apart from that, private bodyguards were also contracted to make sure the protesters are not harassed by thugs. Now they are using the reported hotel of the most powerful man in Lagos State, Tinubu, to pass their NSAS message. And right there on your screen, you will see some of the projected image of the NSAS protest on the wall of the hotel in Lagos. It is really funny, and at the same time, you know, the Nigerian youths are not here to play and they're not here to joke. It's a serious movement, and I believe the government of the day should really look critically into what the Nigerian youths are really requesting for. It has gotten out of hand, because really the government seem not to be saying anything. I wonder why in a situation like this, the president is supposed to speak on a daily basis, in fact on hourly basis, just to calm down the youth and tell them, not because of course the youth are not even ready for dialogue, they are ready for action. They want the government of the day to start, doing exactly what they want, because they have keep shouting on these things for years and nobody is listening. Rather, they try to oppress the young ones, oppress Nigerians. But today, Nigerians are saying enough is enough. We are not listening to any form of dialogue. We don't want to sit down with you to come to a compromise. Just start ticking the boxes. Just start working on what we have asked you to do. It is not too much to request for you to start making Nigerian work. All we are asking is for accountability, a government that is accountable. Remember, one thing is, this government is not even accountable. Remember how some of these, how a journalist was even put in prison for reciting a poem on radio that and a government official said he was referring to him without calling his name. He said he was referring to him, and that means he has to go to jail. And for months, the guy was on jail. Those are the kind of things that Nigerians have been facing: serious oppression from the government of the day, the government that is supposed to protect the lives and the citizens and even the properties of their citizens, are rather the ones oppressing the citizen and even harassing them. Now the police has so much power that they believe they can do anything and nothing will happen to them, because that is their slogan. They keep telling civilians, yes, I'll do this to you and nothing is going to happen. And indeed, at the end of the day, nothing really happens, because it has been like that for ages, for decades. They have given them so much power that they believe that the civilians are nothing but just flies that they can just use one hand or use their guns to just waste away, and nobody will question them. And the young Nigerians are saying everyone that has been involved in bribery, in corruption, in killings of young Nigerians, we want them to be brought to book. They are not spirits. They are not invisible. They are people in this police force. So definitely, and there are people that should be able to bring them out. They should be fished out, and they should have to face the wrath of the law. And the government is not doing anything. That is what is keeping the Nigerian youth angry, that how can a government not be responsible enough to account for every human being in the country? Those are the things that Nigerians are fighting for. So do not see it as Nigerian youths are being insensitive, or they are not being wise in going out or in doing what is going on. No, if you are wise enough, you will try to understand the pains and the plights of Nigerian. Even as a diasporan, it is important, because even when you come to your own country, you are not proud of the things that are going on. You are not proud of what is happening in the country. You are not even proud to want to stay another few months in your own country. What has such a country become? And you are happy to be in a country where it is not yours, that anything could happen. They can take up a kind of any form of bill can be passed there and say all foreigners should go back to their country. So definitely your home is your home. Wherever it is your home. Don't forget about your permanent residency and everything. Anything could happen, anything could change, but definitely your home is your home, because you have your family, you have your friends, you have your relative, you have a lot of things left behind in Nigeria. So definitely you should stay angry and support these young Nigerians that are saying that Nigeria should be reformed and the government of the day should be able to listen. So my people, I hope that but all we're praying is that this thing should not lead into violence, and we hope that the lives of these young Nigerians will not be lost for nothing, and it will not be wasted. So guys, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate your time. You've been wonderful. All my supporters, my subscribers, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to drop your comments and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.